Years ago, I had issues. I needed to take custody of my daughter, and I ran to church for help because I was new in Lagos. I didn't know anybody, so I felt church is the only family that I had. Then I was pregnant for my second baby, so they told me that the first thing they have to do was to, take care of for my health. That I was looking pale. In fact, they registered me for antenatal immediately. They gave me some money for food, and in fact, they gave me enough that could sustain me even after the antenatal. In fact, when I was in labor, I have to trek. I don't have a kobo, I don't have food, I have nothing. I have to trek all the way from my house. Even while in labor, at times I almost fainted on the road, but I trekked to the church. I did not have transports. I did not have any means. I hadn't eaten for days. I met the security in the church, and I called Deaconess Dorothy. She helped me to call her, and I pleaded with her. I just told her, please, ma, I'm in labor. Later she came. She didn't just give me money, she drove me.
During the lockdown, during the COVID, things were hard. There was no job, there was nothing. And to survive was like something else. And I had no choice but to come down to church and seek for assistance.
So I remember there was a time we had an incident where we had a member of my group who was indebted, to the tune, collected a loan. And of course, the loan became a bad one, and she couldn't meet up her financial obligation. I ran to welfare, this was what it is. Welfare came through for us, megally.
On the day of delivery, I had nothing. In fact, even before then, they've been checking on me. They will always ask, are you okay, and everything. When I come to church, they will give me food stuff and every other thing, even when I don't even ask. I'm not the kind of person that I can be dying, I can be hungry. I'm not that very free to talk to anybody. I'm a very shy person. But they have their way of, just getting closer to me to know.
As if that was not enough, after the COVID, to get balance was very hard. Things were difficult. Even till now, for some people, things are not yet getting better.
Post-COVID, I ran to them to say, I have a couple of members, what can you help me do? And, welfare came through, gave us foodstuffs. It was a great touch for those who benefited. They were not expecting it, so when it came, it was like, okay, at least I can eat. I have food to eat. So
because of cost of living and things like that, I had to go and rent my house outside Lagos. But there was no money even to pay the rent immediately after COVID. I had to run to the welfare department, and to my greatest surprise, I was given money to pay up the bill.
When I came out from delivery, the house that I rented, 5 months after rent, they sold the house. I was helpless because I was not working then. Even while I was not working, the church never gave up on me. I don't know what's so special about me. I don't know why they love me so much. I don't know why they care for me so much.
Welfare have made a lot of impact, to a lot of people, in the church. I know somebody, in church too, like we are in the same department, he has benefited from the welfare. He has something he's doing fine with his family.
I owe them a word of gratitude for members of the choir. Sometimes at great inconvenience, they've always been there to help out.
Here is a God-dwelling place that things happen, not just you coming to church or you just occupy the space. Good things happen in Jesus Sanctuary.
Through the welfare department, I got the first job. I will tell you, still through the welfare department, I got the second job. Even the job I have now, through the welfare department. And it has always been from one level of precept to the another level. It's not that same level, not the same salary pay, But I tell you, I'm okay, I'm happy.
I don't know. I keep telling my daughter, I say, when you grow up, you are a product of this church. I want you to come back and say this testimony from day one to where God has placed you now. And I want you to pick somebody up and, mentor somebody and, just to do something for the church. I just want to thank God.
As most of us are aware, our vision in Jesus Sanctuary is to be the example of the New Testament church in Surulere. And one of the things that is very striking about the New Testament church, and which I believe that we should emulate in Jesus Sanctuary, is the welfare program they had. If you recall, when the widows began to complain that they were not being taken care of, the apostles had to appoint deacons who were spirit-filled to take care of the needs of the widows. That's welfare. I also recall that in the same book of Acts that the people, brought things and laid them at the feet of the apostles, and these things were distributed to people as they had needs. In Jesus Sanctuary, we have a welfare program managed by the welfare department of the church, and I can guarantee you that the church has been doing quite a bit, through the different programs under the welfare department.
The Agari initiative was also another one. I thought it was a brilliant idea, where they share Ijebu Gari to church members after service. I thought it was brilliant. Church members looked forward to it, not because they couldn't afford it, so even those who could afford it just wanted to take it because they felt it was blessed. It was a holy Gari, and it was blessed. So,
as little as that Gari that is given out is to some of us, it goes a long way. The other day I saw somebody in the course of the week who said to me, "Ma, do you know it is that Gari that I took on Sunday that has been sustaining me?" And that, made my heart bleed. And I was like, I wish we could do even much more.
Shaka Pavela is another one. It's a brilliant idea. We're doing great things.
I know we are doing well, but we can still do more. The welfare department, for example, people usually come to us, after church. Several people come, they need food, they need clothing, they need shoes. I know we are doing well, but we can do much more because the times we are in are challenging times, and people really need to be helped.
I just want to pray that, they continue to impact lives. I know that they're doing so much with the little resources they have. The needs of church members sometimes runs into hundreds or several hundreds of thousands. House rent, medical, school fees, supporting a business idea or so Dorothy and her team doing an amazing job, great job, coming from them. For them, it's humanity, it's, how do I help this person? And for me, that's the greatest. It's not about what they give, but the empathy and the love with which they do what they do.
Some of people out there need help. Some of them is just food they need. If those people can't get and help, so how did you now preach the gospel to them? I think welfare department is a strong department that we need to, invest in individually.
So for me, I would really like to say thank you to every church member, those who give to the welfare account or welfare envelopes, those who do it in secret, just drop things. I want to say thank you. You guys don't know how much your little or big, token goes a long way to help.
Anytime I come to church, it's better I don't even do offering at all, because that welfare department, that welfare envelope, each time I don't drop something on it, it always pains me because I'm a great benefactor of that department. I don't even know. Even up till now, they've not given up on me.
I myself now, I cannot do without putting something in the welfare department envelope because I've really benefited from it so much. And I know that not only me, a lot of people too are benefiting from it. So I'll say thank you to the church.
So if you think that you've benefited from welfare in one way or the other, I think you too should, try and, contribute to it to help others.
I want to say, please don't stop. Don't get discouraged. You may not know why God is blessing you, but I'm sure the blessings you're receiving that you don't even know is because of welfare. Please continue to support the welfare group. They are doing amazing job.
Me personally, Olushola Odukoya, I'm using this opportunity to say thank you. And I really mean to say thank you to the department. They've really impacted my life. And you cannot really quantify how they've really impacted my life.
I just want to thank God. Honestly, I don't know where to start from. This is the only family I have my whole life. I don't know what it's like to have a family. I'm an orphan, a single mother at the same time. It's a whole lot of stress and a whole lot of load for me. In fact, I don't know where to start from, but I just want to say thank you, Welfare Department. Thank you, JSP. Thank you, all the fellowship and every members, every individuals for all you have done to make life possible for me. Because at the point in my life, suicide was the first thing. The only thing I had in my mind is just for me to just end it all.
The church, through the welfare department, is already doing a lot, but there's still more to do. We're therefore calling on you all to join us to ensure that we meet the needs of those who are going through challenging times at the moment. And I know that with the help of God, we can do it. God bless you all in Jesus' name.